The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate your growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrial up 101, Nasdaq's up 19, S&Ps are up 3. We have the gold contract down $3.90, trading at $12.54 an ounce. You get silver off 8 cents, $16.45 an ounce. Platinum $9.21. Copper up 3 pennies, $2.87. Copper had an amazing move yesterday, 10 cents. Another 3 cents. Oil, same deal. Oil's at the top of the range right now. We're going to have the EIA numbers out 10:30. Yep. That's up 34 cents right now, $48.23 a barrel. Notes and bonds. Notes up 1 tick, 125.19. Bonds 30 are down 4 ticks, 152.16. Together with the good old King Dollar. King Dollar's up $1.52 at 94, and that's going to be all about 2 o'clock. And what the Fed statement is out here today. Euro's at 1.16 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 1.11 to the U.S. dollar. And you know what? It's earnings season. We got to go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade.
Good morning, guys.
Morning, Kevin. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Wonderful time.
There we go. We had to do it, Kevin. You know, we just saw a story go by, folks, and this is just pretty amazing. Okay, so of course. It is the most wonderful time of the year. Why? Kevin Hinks, Scott Connor, TD Ameritrade. You talk about setting up trades, earnings trades. Well, tomorrow in Europe, Kevin, right? And folks, the headlines is a day from hell looms as $3 trillion of companies post earnings starting tomorrow in Europe.
Yeah, it's amazing. 1,163 names this week, Tom.
Wow.
Is that enough action?
That is amazing, man.
Right. So even though it feels, you look at the VIX and the market doesn't feel very busy, you pick out individual names and they're flying. Look at Boeing this morning.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Big move.
Huge.
And it's all about, Tom, we talk about it all the time on Swim Lessons, the three-headed monster of earnings, right?
Yeah.
It's the number per share, it's the revenue, and then it's the guidance.
Right.
And they guided strong.
They doubled their free cash flow. How about that?
Yeah. So
you're talking billions.
Yeah.
But Boeing is just surging on that news because traders love guidance going forward.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right? If they said, hey, we're doing just average right now, but next quarter we're going to kill them, traders love that.
Sure.
Yeah. And, of course, at 4:01 this afternoon, it's going to be all about Facebook.
There we go.
Right. And we'll be looking at Facebook today on Swim Lessons. I mean, obviously Facebook is the headline name of the day today. So everything we do today is going to be talking about Facebook.
And then we get the monster Amazon tomorrow.
There you go.
Right, and then it gets bigger. Yeah, today's the biggest it could possibly be, and then tomorrow will be bigger.
Isn't that cool?
Right?
It so is. And folks,
right.
You know, if you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform, as you're over our website right now, just hit the banner. You can bring up the platform. They let you trade with paper money. You know, Kevin and Scott, they got a great program, and you can always learn something. But in earnings, you're going to learn these trades because there's so many different trades that can be done, and these guys know how to set these trades up. So it's so intriguing, Kevin. It really is, man.
And oh, by the way, in the middle of earnings season, oil had one of its biggest moves of the year.
Oh, I know, man.
And we're going into a number in the oil market.
Yeah, I like that. That move was extraordinary yesterday.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Right.
And, you know, we're at right now 48.27. And, you know, it looks like, okay, 50 is game again. It's
Definitely.
like, okay, here we go.
And then what does that lead the next conversation into? Rig counts on Friday.
Yeah.
Right?
Rig counts are going up.
$50 are going to bring more rigs online, that's for sure.
Oh,
$50, man. Start pumping that oil.
Seriously.
Exactly.
42 to 50 quick? Yeah, no doubt. And then, of course, you know, it's almost like, you know, the Fed, I mean, at this point, the expectation is a zero rate cut. rate hike. But I guess what we're all going to wait for is that how aggressive are they going to be? What's inside that statement? What's going to happen with the balance sheet, right?
Right. It's all about her comments coming out. What's she going to say about September? What's she going to start saying about December? And what's she going to say about the balance sheet? Is she going to give us a date on that balance sheet? That's what we're looking for. Is it going to be September? I think that's, big move yesterday in bonds. I think that had to do with consumer confidence being so strong, but we'll see what happens today.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You stay right here for some good action, folks. Of course, Kevin and Scott, they're going to be coming up at noon. You want to know option market upside down? Well, guess what? Every trading day, they're into the option market. Thursdays, you want to hear the futures upside down. Bottom line, to show you how to get into that future market. And of course, what ends up happening, folks, options on futures are really cool.
Definitely, right?
Yeah. That's a whole different animal. And Kevin, it's going to be wild. I'm sure you saw it. It's going to be wild to see how this Bitcoin exchange works, because the CTFC just said, okay, they're going to let Bitcoin trade options. It's like, really?
Yeah, I've got one eye on the Bitcoin story, but I'm still not a player.
Oh, listen,
you want some volatility, man. That's where you can find some.
It's just going to be intriguing to see how they set that up, because they didn't allow. Well, the SEC didn't allow the ETF, right? And it's like, but derivative-wise, I guess they're going to try to figure out who's going to be on both sides of that, right? That's going to be pretty intense, man.
Yeah, liquid markets, I think, is very important in that topic.
Oh,
definitely.
There's no doubt, and we'll see whether we get the liquidity or not, folks. Yeah. Because it seems like it'd be very hard to get that, because the spread all day long in Bitcoin is like it was in the 80s and 90s, right?
It's why.
Quarter and 50 cents, right? Kevin, you have a great day, safe day, and of course we look forward to the show at noon.
Thanks for having me, guys. Have
Thanks,
a great
Kevin.
day.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service, Fibonacci 24/7, is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 127, the Nasdaq's up 18, S&Ps are up 4.5. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top of the side. You can hit the banner, bring it up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can walk along with us as we trade these defined option contracts. And of course, Wednesday we have EIA 10:30.
Yeah, we got oil numbers coming out in 11 minutes, right? So we jumped over here to the crude oil spreads. Take a quick peek. We have September contract right now at 48.18. So we'll take a look at the 11 a.m.s real quick. We have 48.25 that would line up. So let's see what kind of price we have here, maybe real quick. So here's our negative one, going $1.50 down from 48.25. We're only 6 pennies away from that, right? Slightly to the downside. Would be selling the bearish one, buying the bullish one from 48.25 to 49.75. So you're looking at $39 per both contracts. So 39 cents away from 48.25. Okay, so that's one option, 11 a.m.
Yep.
Let's see where as we jump around.
Because that move yesterday was a monster move.
Yeah, and we were even saying yesterday on the show that maybe today would be a good day to look for almost one of those dailies, right, to see. So this is going to be the same exact trade, except you give yourself an extra hour. So let's see how this lines up. Would be selling the same exact contract, 48.25. Buying the bullish one. Whoops. So here you're looking at $50, so 39 to 50. So you're paying an extra 11 cents basically for that whole extra hour from 11 till noon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's go to Tom first. We're going to come back to that.
Perfect.
We get Tom in Plymouth. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Tom and Tommy. How are you?
Morning,
I'm doing
Tom.
great, man. Yourself?
Oh, pretty good.
Good.
Complain.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So,
hey, well, I got into this JNUG again yesterday and this morning, and I was really looking at Pan American.
Excuse me.
And they seem to be looking pretty good. I'm wondering about this thing with Yellen this afternoon, if she's going to allow us to let that thing fly here.
So let's take a look at it. So JNUG, folks, okay, is the direction 300% bull position of the junior gold miners market vectors index. So GDXJ would be what it's trading off. So when we take a look at the GDXJ, you're at $32.61. It's a little tricky here. You know, because of the way that we came down on Monday, Tom, you know, that we come out, and what happened Monday, folks, was this, is that I'll tell you fundamentally what happened. It doesn't matter. They were selling the golds down. You had an equity that Barrick owns. That got hammered in Europe.
Acacia, I believe.
Acacia Gold.
Yeah.
Took Barrick south, which took the other equity south, the large caps and the small caps. And, you know, like you're bouncing into that with lighter volume. Now, that being said, what did happen also yesterday is that when you take a look at Newmont, meaning because all the gold companies are going to be coming out with numbers fast and furious now. Newmont takes off topside. What I would do, I would watch, let's go over to JNUG again. I would watch this like a hawk, man, coming into this 2 o'clock deal. And almost, you could, let's see, if it's going to be quick. It'd be interesting whether it can blow by stops at 2 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? But if you still get tepid volume, I'd almost say see you later and then wait and put a bid underneath it again. Because when I take a look at the gold market, this is what it looks like to me right now. So if we take a look at the gold market, it came down nice today. It looks like it's already rejected lower price. And it still looks to me, though, that it wants to go slightly like into that. So the high of that is 1244. Well, it already did it. See, that bar from the 18th is good strength. That's 253,000. Now this morning it already rejected it. It's a close call, man.
It is. It is. The same thing happened on Monday. There, I think I talked to you last week, and I said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to keep it over the weekend." And then first thing Monday morning, I said, "Oh, I don't like the way this is going. I'm selling everything. I emptied everything right off the bat."
Yeah.
And
so when you are trading it like that, coming into it, if the volume stays tepid, it's going into it, great. You sell it, and I would put orders right underneath it, or just sit there and wait for it to come out. Because
you can always buy it back either at a little higher price, which isn't that.
That's right. Or you really.
You could buy it back at a lower price.
Yeah. Right. And you put your stops underneath it, and some where with the pressure, what I would also do is I'd keep Barrick, up on the deal. Now what Barrick did, it was great what it did yesterday, man. We went down with volume on Monday, 16 million, but watch this. We went up yesterday with 24. So, and it didn't get the lowest swing point. So it's trying to correct and do some good work, because now when you put this on a weekly, it's actually looking pretty good.
All right.
It's a wild card, though, man. It's.
You never know. Yeah, she could throw a curve or whatever, but all right.
Well, I think I don't think it's going to be a curve. I think that it's going to be. Are they going to be aggressive or not? And what I got out of the last one.
What about the balance sheet talk here that they want to reduce that? Is that?
Well, that's what I was just going to bring up. So the balance sheet is going to get reduced. The last time, though, in the statement, she said that's way forward, and they're going to give you the number. So if that's still out there, and the reduction only means that they are not going to roll over what is expiring.
Sure.
And so that's
just going to let them expire.
Yeah.
Well, are they kind of getting backed into a corner a little bit, the Fed, or are they going to come out and say, yeah, we kind of,
No, I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I mean, when you take a look at these Fed fund futures, man, it's out to March. Look at March 21st, it goes 61%.
Yeah. December possible, of course. But, yeah.
So that's saying that, and the dollar's saying that metals want to go higher, But we're talking right now, folks, is that he's day trading a triple, and we're talking about the 2 o'clock announcement.
Sure.
So.
Well, I'm going to let you guys run because oil's coming up, and I got a little bit of that UCO, and I'm going to see if that takes a little pause.
Perfect.
That's a beautiful thing.
All right, man.
Okay,
Thanks,
man.
Tom.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
All right. And like Tom says, let's jump over to that oil. So we got 10:25:37, 4.5 minutes till the news comes out. And again, so we were looking. So we have the 12 o'clock ones still here, and I just wanted to take a peek. Let's jump around here. So here are the 230s, the dailies. So these $3 ones, we're only going to have 48.50 would be an option. So that would be a little bit bearish, right? 48.50 would be the point. The price would be 48.15 right now. So your bearish one would have some trades. Let's just see. I want to jump even the bigger ones. Yeah, so that would be 49 if we were going to try and choose a $5 spread would be the closest we could jump to. So they don't really line up as close, right? You'd want $48 ideally would be your best because it's trading right at 48.10.
I think I like that 11 o'clock one because it seems that the...
So we're 15 cents away from the pivot point kind of right now.
Yeah.
Here's our bearish one, which is going to have the 15 cents of intrinsic value.
Yeah.
$27. Here's our bullish one, which is going to be all premium. 38, so about $38, $39.
You stay right there, folks.
Okay.
Tommy and I are coming right back. We're going to have those numbers for you.
We're actually crashing. We're at 48.05, 48, so maybe, we'll take a look at it.
877-927-6648. We'll be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 118. You get the Nasdaq up 15. S&Ps are up 2.5.
So unfortunately, I just changed this to a tick chart, and it's not ticking candles, and we'll get it back there. But you can see oil jumping around. It's almost not bad. This is almost a more interesting way. Look how quick it's ticking. Every tick we're seeing it move here.
Okay.
48.44. So we had the number come in. Oh, it ticked off already our screen. I believe it was minus 7.2 million barrels. The estimate was 3 million barrels. Do you want to go into the oil? So we were trading at about 48.10. So we're up about 40 cents from that news. But if we had made that 11 a.m. trade, 48.25 was going to be our pivot point, right? So we were going to be a little bit bearish. And yeah, so crude oil inventories fell 7.2 million barrels. I believe the estimate was somewhere around falling around 3 million barrels. We saw that top line come across.
Distills.
Yep. Distillate inventories fell 1.85 million barrels, and gas inventories fell 1 million barrels. So with a decline of 7 versus the 3, you're getting some action to the upside, but not the kind of action you would have needed. If 48.25, and as we drop down even further, you're only looking at less than $25 right now, $22 of value for that positive spread. So we'll see where it shakes out, but decent action for oil to the upside either way, as in approaching that $50 level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the, let's go over and take a look. USO, I'm curious where this baby's shaking out. So the USO is up 12 cents. It went down to 9.83 or 9.94. That's going to be all over the place, too.
I wonder how many people are starting their rigs right now. They just made the call. They said if there's 7 million less barrels of oil, million barrels of oil, then yeah, we're cranking them out.
That's a lot, right?
Right, I agree. I mean, if you were even on the fence, right, maybe you were going to wait to see where inventories were before you ramp things up again, you know, because the last thing you want to do is put those things in motion, inventories come out, oil goes down to like 44, and you've already spent money where then you have to like turn it off immediately.
Big drawdown.
Yeah, yeah.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the XLE. So the XLE, that's hanging up there.
Yeah.
You know, now this hasn't been able to get off the lows. We'll see whether it can, get up into this $66.48 level.
Because it's been quite a rise from $42 oil for the XLE, only going from 63 maybe to 66.
I know.
Because that was almost in the depths of despair there as it approached $30 range.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And what has happened is that the XLE, folks, gave us the first heads up that oil's going lower, because that's been down for quite a while.
Yeah.
Let's go over and we take a look at that the dollar. The amazing, looking at this dollar yesterday, what you had is that you had the dollar, reject lower price, and like it was the first time it did that in a long time.
I know. Say, hey, we're above 94. Hurrah!
But guess what? What you had out here this morning, folks. Okay, is that it's anemic. I mean, there's just no buyers. 9,700 contracts. You're going into 48,000 contracts. It's like, really?
Yes.
So that no doubt is pretty intense. After the close, all day long today, this morning you had lots of numbers coming out. Boeing, of course, is the monster. Let's go inside the Dow. The strength versus the weakness. You'll see the strength is pretty incredible when you look at Boeing. Look at this.
Hey, anytime you have a $200 stock up, what did it say for the day? 7%? That's going to put some juice in the Dow.
Right.
113 points by itself.
Right. Goldman's putting 11. 3M's putting 11. 3M got killed yesterday. Apple's putting 7. Taken away from it is Big Blue. That's down. That's putting 6 negative. Travel's putting 6. Big Mac is putting 5.5. Inside the NDX 100. Strength is Express Scripts. That's up 3.8%. Biogen's up 3.3. JD.com's up 2.9. Taken away from it, Akamai down 12.5%. Wynn Resorts off 6.5%.
What's going on in Macau?
Yeah, it's they didn't take in as much as they thought they were going to.
I guess so.
And
the gambler's been running hot.
Let's see, cut to hold at Union Gaming. Let's see. Shares created after walk-in business in China slows down. No.
Yeah, that would probably do it.
Wynn Resorts reported higher than expected second quarter net revenue. Adjusted earnings came in just below the average estimate. Wynn Macau results more than offset unexpected weakness at the Palace, and total property EBITDA was better than consensus. But bottom line is that this report here is saying that the Macau is better than expected. It
says, though, however, the market is facing increasingly challenging comparisons from 3Q onward. Maybe that's a guidance deal that they said, competition stiffening in our market and future growth might be hampered. There's a positive cash flow and capital structure pivot should evolve through 2018. Downgrade to hold. So it looks like they had some stuff, and some analysts came out and said, well, we're going to downgrade you if that's remain optimistic. Yeah.
And this is the company that's building a casino up in Boston, too.
Yeah, they have a lot going on around that area. MGM has something big going on as well, right? Or is that just around D.C.? There's a lot of gambling action going on.
When I was reading
Some
that
of my friends were just chatting about it, and it was interesting. I know the MGM just built an enormous one right next to Washington, D.C., somewhere around there. Maybe it's Maryland. Yeah. But I believe there's big action going on. I just don't know whether it's one or two of them right around somewhere. It might not even be in Massachusetts, right? But somewhere reachable around the Boston hub. I forget whether it's Western Mass or
in Boston, it's Revere.
Okay. Yes.
That's
there
right.
you go. That's right.
It's right there.
Yeah.
You gotta. That's gonna hit the casino in Connecticut.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. So oil staying. What's that? 48.51.
48.50. Yeah. So barely. Up about 40 cents from the news. And that is actually an interesting, we'll set these charts back, but that is actually, oh, geez, you must know we're watching as it's jumping, where you can see each tick, it's just ticking across. We're looking at every single tick on that platform.
Let's go to our man Mike in Somerville. What's going on?
Hey, listen, Tommy, that Wynn Casinos in Everett, Revere balked on that.
Everett, okay.
They didn't vote that in, remember? Oh, that was bad.
So where is it going to be in Everett? Is it up where the VA was then?
It's right across from that, it's actually right where Monsanto was, and he's got to clean that whole land up, and he's going to make it going to be right on the water. It's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, that's where Yeah, that'll be the Chelsea Everett VA. Okay, cool. I think I know where it is. Okay. Wow.
Oh, right across. You know where the where that big Edison plant is in Charlestown? It's right across.
Yes. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Right. Okay. That's a central place. I can see why they're there.
Gambling hubs everywhere. Why not? Hey, we got the Hard Rock down here, man. We got plenty of gambling down here. That's for sure. And our man Steve Rhodes is in Den saying it's MGM National Harbor, which is what the one I was talking about. They just built across from Alexander.
Okay.
Brand new, opened like 6 months ago. Behemoth. Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of money in the gambling business.
People, they want no part of this gambling stuff. This was a big deal for him to get this in here.
I bet. You know, I joke for the companies, but you know what? I go down to the Hard Rock and play poker, man. It's a shame, actually, how many people are just sitting there and blow money at slots and table games. So that's the reality of it, for sure. It's one thing when you go to Vegas and you feel like everyone's on vacation. It's another thing when you feel like everyone's just kind of coming from the 48 miles around to...
And they just got their Social Security check.
It's a tough deal, right?
You stay right there, folks. Mike, Tommy, and myself, we're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 120. You get the Nasdaq up 15. S&Ps are up 3.5. Gold's down 420. Silver's off 9 cents. We're going to be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White has just announced a new online course that he'll be premiering to his subscribers the evening of July 26th, The Next Wild Wild West of Computing. Machine learning will be the biggest growth area for tech companies in the next 10 years. Make sure you're ready to capitalize on that opportunity. With over 50 types of algorithms and growing, Dave White will tell you why there are so many areas for companies to apply this to their business to both sell and consume. Right now, you can get a 30-day free trial to either of Dave's newsletters, Path of Least Resistance and The Technology Insider, as well as get a 30-day money-back guarantee when ordering Timing the Trade charts. Don't miss out on the next Wild Wild West of computing as it premieres July 26th for all subscribers to Dave White Services. For all the details and to sign up today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks, and we get the oil market 48.74. So
yeah, so checking in, a little bit of action, of course, but again, you would have had 10 cents head start to the downside. So getting this move upside, you're pretty much a break even, which is remarkable. That's why it's good you do your homework. You get in there, you see what the price would have been, you follow the trade. That way you know that you need some big moves when you're paying 40 cents.
When it's not even on each side.
Right.
Exactly.
And you got a big miss there in the news for sure.
This afternoon, folks, 5 o'clock, Mr. Dave White, he is premiering his new online course, The Next Wild West of Computing. So come over to our website at TFNN, folks. If you test drive one of his newsletters, or the Art of Time in the Trade charts, bottom line, 5 o'clock.
We've been talking about it. He's going to be on your show to talk about it a little bit more tonight, but 5 o'clock, and there's, some people struggle with the online rooms we have, and they're great, but they do. This is no online room. You're going to get complete access. Dave White doing an HD course presentation, so right there on your members page, click it. You'll be able to watch it as many times as you want. Check it out tonight.
We're talking with Mike. Now, are we going to talk about the small caps?
Tom, you probably said this at some point, but I went on Nadex and the small caps are gone.
They are. They're gone until what has happened is that the small cap went from one firm to a separate firm, and Nadex they're going to bring them back. That happened a couple weeks ago. So I'm glad you brought this up, Mike. So when you're going on the Nadex platform, folks, every single day, what ends up happening is that they give you notes of the day.
An announcement.
Now, there's plenty of times I don't read them, okay? But you want to read them.
I usually read them. Yeah. Because they say this market is closing, opening. They give you, the details that are so important when you're putting money at risk, and that's, I'm sure,
they're gonna come back, Mike. I'll give Dan an email and we'll find out. Yeah. But yeah, that happened a couple weeks ago, and it has to do with the small caps, the IWM. The Russell went from one primary exchange to another, I guess. So they got to figure it out.
Well, I was going to trade today, so I had to do the weekly gold, the 1260. Then I had to do something today. So
let's take a quick peek.
So 1260. So you're going to get action at 2 o'clock in this gold market.
So we're trading at 1254.58 right now. We're looking at the December contract. And we'll jump, so 1260.50. Look like right now it's trading by 30 by 36, so risking 1 to make 2 approximately. You got to be right 1 out of 3 times to kind of break even. Anything above that, you're profitable. $6 with, today's Wednesday. You got about 3 days of action, $6 in the gold market. We'll see what happens, right, Mike?
Are they trading? Yeah, we got to figure out.
That's August you're looking at, and December was the one we were.
They're trading, right?
Yes.
Okay,
the Nadex platform.
Yeah. Okay, so GCZ is December. Yeah.
There you go, 1254, and he's got the 1260.50s.
Right. Which today's Wednesday, right?
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 3 days.
Yeah. You get some action there.
Hey, Tom, I got to tell you this one quick thing before I let you go about Wynn. That guy in Somerville, the mayor, he was trying to say how Wynn was affecting the traffic, and he needed to get a little piece of the action, and Wynn told him to beat it. He just told him beat it. It was beautiful.
That's wild. That's wild. Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Mike. Take care.
Let's go to Mike in Loveland, Colorado. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hi, Tom and Tommy. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Mike.
I'm mostly calling to tell you the exciting news that I am going this Saturday to Boston for the first time.
Hey,
that's awesome.
I'm jealous. Good for you, man. You'll have a great time.
Okay, you got to go to Regina's Pizza in the North End.
Regina's Pizza. All right.
So
there's usually a little line outside, but it moves quickly.
How many days are you going for?
Arrive Saturday afternoon. I'm leaving Wednesday night.
Good.
Okay, if you get a chance, this is what ends up happening. When you land in Boston, right, Regina's, folks, is right next to the airport.
Okay. That's because the North End is kind of by the airport.
Right. But anyway, if you get a chance, and it has to be the one on the North End. I mean, if you like pizza.
No, it has to be. They have Regina's in malls. They're so big, but the original one is the one that.
Because the oven's like 100 years old or something,
But Faneuil Hall, check out Faneuil Hall, not far from there. A bunch of beautiful spots, man.
Yeah.
Have a great time. That's awesome.
You'll love it, man.
Yeah.
You'll have a blast.
Will do. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool.
And I was also calling to make sure you saw the price spread and the volume on Great Panther today.
It finally is moving. Yep. Let's take a look at it. We got Great Panther, folks. A low for the year is 110, 111. The high is 228 rather, and we got some movement out here today, and that's what we need.
It's a big move. Yeah.
This has been going sideways since April 21st.
Yeah.
So whatever's happening out here today, we got buyers, and that's exactly what we need. And I can see them right here. So you have someone that's coming in now. It's only $1.27 stock, but someone is coming in 20,000, 19. These are all trades coming across as we're on the air. 16, 10. So we got some action here. And I saw it get its head up when we started.
Yeah, you were during one of the commercial breaks.
I was pulling it up
scanning this
because I was saying, okay, is it numbers and
what's shaking?
Yeah, and there's nothing underneath here on news-wise that
just some action,
seems to be out.
Right.
Which is even more positive.
Yeah, right.
It's
just buying. It's not news-driven, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're saying, Mike, in the den, we got our guy Al, Steve Rhodes, you got to get the goop when you go to Regina. They're right. We talk about that.
That's
it's just an olive oil and mixture with some cheese or hot peppers.
Right.
So you got to ask for it on the side, and it goes well with that pizza.
Right.
Really, really get the experience of olive, some oily pizza.
And they're really going to know that you got that off someone that has been there a long time, because they got rid of that, on the counter about 20 years ago.
That's awesome.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I know.
It's probably people just using it by the spoonful.
Oh,
seriously,
it's really good, man. There's no doubt. So hey, are you going up there on vacation, on business? What are you doing?
No, my broker dealer is LPL Financial, and they're up in Boston, and we have our national conference there at the convention center this weekend.
You're going right to South Boston. You're going right where I grew up. That's South Boston. It's even better. You're going to God's country, man.
I'm excited to see some history.
Totally. Oh, you have to see the history. So picture, I'll give you the quick history that where you are. So picture where you are, where the convention center is, folks, is this, okay? You have Castle Island, and then you have the Heights in South Boston. So Castle Island, that had cannons going out. The Heights had cannons going out. Now, as you look across the harbor, you're going to see Charlestown. And Charlestown had cannons going out. That's where they triangled the British when they came in the harbor. And it's going to be so cool because when you're there, when you're downtown, you'll see the Tea Party. And what they did is that they let the boats come all the way in. And then when they came in, it was like, uh-oh. And that was it. And it's really cool, if you can get around and kind of just see, because Boston's so small.
Sure.
And you see how that harbor is, and it's like, just let them come all the way in.
There
and
you go.
Charlestown has the hill, South Boston has the hill, the Heights is the highest part up there. So it's the history is really freaking cool, man. Yeah,
it is. I can't wait to see it.
You'll have a blast. And where you are, there's a no-name restaurant on the pier for fish that's dynamite, and it's a working, fish restaurant, meaning. The way it got famous is that's where all the fish boats still take fish off.
Okay.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. And great Panthers moving for you. So that's a beautiful thing, man. Finally.
It is.
Thanks, Mike.
Have a great one, man.
Have a great trip, man.
Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 103. Nasdaq's up 10. S&P's are up $1.50. We're going to be right back.
Will interest rates continue to rise? For bold trades on U.S. Treasuries, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade TMF or TMV. Directions Daily 20-plus year bull and bear 3 times ETFs. Direction leveraged ETFs. An investor should carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risks, charges, and expenses before investing. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, call 866-476-7523 or visit directioninvestments.com. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
So what time of year is it?
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
And why is it? Facebook. That's why we had to crank out that music today from Mr. Kevin Hinks about Facebook options set up to imply a 5% move. That's a pretty decent move.
That's a move.
That's a
move. $3 move. I think it's 60. No, actually, it's $160 stock, right? Facebook? Yeah. So you're talking $5. Yeah.
No, more. Yeah.
Oh, it's a
5%.
5% move. Yeah.
You're talking about like eight.
Right.
8.
So
160.
The implied move right now is 5%, folks.
So the most widely held July 28th options are 23,165 calls.
Okay.
14,500 170s, 14,165 175. People can see what we're looking at. Total call open interest is plus 15%, and total put op open interest is plus 5. Oh, surprise, surprise! People are bullish with Facebook, right? July implied volatility is 71 versus 100-day historical of 15.
Yeah, and that will get crushed right after it.
Yes,
as soon as
a lot of that volatility is just waiting for that number.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Call options remain active, and 5% move is what we're looking at. Let's see. So, versus a historical mean of 7%, actually, ahead of this second quarter number. So, versus the historical, the actual...
it's down. And that was the same with Google. You know?
And that would actually make sense, though, because as Facebook becomes a more mature company, you're going to have less volatility, right? As in, they're growing. You can only move 10% one way or another one day of the year, you know, or when you're smaller. It's harder to do that once you're such a behemoth.
Right.
Yeah.
And the VIX, we're laying out there at 935, so
we're never going above 10 again in the VIX.
Yeah, well,
no, you heard it here. No,
that's complacency.
Never say never.
No
we'll
doubt
probably
about
be
it.
there within an hour, maybe at 4 o'clock when Facebook comes out.
We got what's really cool out here today, folks. If you are trading the Nadex platform, you have the announcement at 2 for the Fed.
Definitely.
So the announcement at 2, I suspect the most movement there, you go in the currencies. The currency will have some movement.
For sure.
Of course.
Get some gold action there, too.
Yeah, or gold action.
Yep.
Except the gold closes at 130.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
So, but now at 4 o'clock, bottom line, the NDX 100 will have action. You know, because that trades till 4:30.
Sure, and you can always trade the weekly binaries, though, which are active. You know, our man Mike likes those, and they're open on gold.
That's really a good one. That's
no matter when you want, throughout the week.
Yeah, but particularly because what you also have is that you get Facebook today, you get Amazon tomorrow.
Sure.
You know, so that gives you another shot in the deal also.
And look at oil, right?
Look at
right
that.
Back, 48. That would have been almost our max loss, 48.24. You would have had $1 in value there.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
No.
And let's just jump over. So commodities, binaries, gold, weekly.
Yeah.
Right? Here are weeklies. Let's pull it up on a chart. We're trading at 12.55 right now.
Mike had the 12.60, 59s. Right?
60-50. 60-50. The weeklies actually just this time go on the over at 10.50.
Okay.
They trade up and down. So yeah, you have opportunities. You know, the one Mike had, you're buying it at 36. The one $10 higher, you're buying it at 14 to make about 86. And then of course you can do both of these. You know, if you're expecting a big move one way or the other, you could be buying, you know, one at 12.60, selling one at 12.40. There's a lot of trades.
Yeah, that's you'd be looking for the volatility at actually 2 o'clock too.
Right, and then you have 2.5 days, and there's still premium in there where you'd be able to sell them if you got to move them one way or the other. Yeah,
pretty wild.
Okay,
you stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, of course, is coming up next, and then we're going to Thinkorswim headquarters. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, and of course, don't forget, folks. Dave's going to be doing that, premiering that online course, and that online course, folks. You don't have to get in a room. Bottom line, you're going to get sent the link. Dave's done it in HD 1 hour. You hit the link, and you're
5 o'clock
you're
right after
watching
your
TV.
show. You can either log into your members page, watch it. You'll get an email, nice and simple.
And you can, of course, listen to it whenever time you want.
And whenever you want.
We're
It's
just
going to be on
sending
your
it
page
out at
for
5.
at least 30 days. Yeah.
Right. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Stay right there. Man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming right up next. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.